Do you want to fix phones to make money? Today I'm going to show you how you can do it. Coming up next. Hey guys, this is Broke to Beast, where we make videos about starting your own business online or offline, as well as follow along my own journey. Before we start, if you like entrepreneurship and business content, make sure you go down below and subscribe because we post videos every day about helping you achieve your success. So today we're going to talk about how you can start fixing phones. So everybody has a phone nowadays, and usually it's an iPhone or a Samsung. So fixing phones can be a really good business to start in your local area. If you're in a busy city, maybe there are already a lot of shops that fix phones. But if you're in a less known place or there are not enough shops around, then maybe you can start fixing phones. And the cool thing is, you don't need to open up a shop in order to fix them. You can simply go to people's houses or meet up in cafes and fix the phones for them. And people don't realize this, but phones are actually pretty easy to fix. As long as you have the tools, you can buy them for really cheap, for $10 to $15 on eBay or wherever. And you just need to buy the replacement parts and fix the phones. So from the top of my head, you can fix, for example, screens, you can fix the charging ports, you can change batteries, you can change the outer layer, the case of the phone, you can change lots of things, you can change the camera, whatever you want to change, it's doable. Some are harder than others, and some you need more experience, but in general, a lot of parts are really easy to change. And this is the case for the iPhone. iPhones are the easiest to change, especially the older models. They need very simple tools, maybe sometimes tools that you already have at home, and you can just start to fix them in a day. So if you have a replacement parts, it can be really fast to fix them. You can do it in 15 minutes, even if it's your first time. So the first tip that I'm going to talk about is to start with simpler models. So as I said, iPhones are the simpler models when fixing phones. This is because Apple likes to create devices that are very simple and very streamlined. So the fixing process is very easy for Apple itself. And this means that opening up the phone, switching the part, and closing it back, it's very simple. The models that I would suggest you to start are from the iPhone 4 upwards to the iPhone 7. From then on, there's less people that are changing phones. Currently, for example, the iPhone 8 or the iPhone X, they're very recent, so it can be harder to learn at first. But since the iPhone 4 to the iPhone 7 are older, it means there are a lot of videos already out there that you can learn from, and there are people you can ask locally to help you if you need. So how do you get started? Well, I would suggest you to start with friends and family. If you want, you can charge them very little amount of money besides the part, or you can even charge them nothing, so you can just gain experience. So imagine a friend or family has a broken part on an iPhone, and you see, oh, their screen is cracked. You tell them, hey, I can actually buy parts. You can find a manufacturer, or you can find a distributor for really cheap parts, and ask them for prices and say, hey, I got a really cheap price on screens and I can fix it for example, $5. I'll do it for you because it's friends and family. And if they accept, you can start practicing and they'll be happy because they'll have a new fixed phone for maybe even a fourth of the price that they would pay in a regular shop. And you are happy because you get experience and maybe you can make a little bit of profit. So yeah, start with friends and family. After you've mastered those first models, iPhone models, with friends and family, I'd say step up your game and start looking for other types of clients out there. So you can do Facebook advertising on Facebook groups. You can go put posters up on colleges or universities. You can put posts on post boards that you can find all around the city. You can make advertising online, although I wouldn't recommend it in the beginning until you have a great business going on. So you can start finding more clients from other places, and you can start going maybe to people's homes and charging even more because you have more experience now. And after you've mastered that market and those specific models, you can start adding models to your repertoire. So maybe you can go into the iPhone X, and then you can maybe go into iPads, which are also very easy to switch, by the way. You can go into Samsungs, you can start going into other brands and maybe even other electronic devices. It's up to you. You can even just stick to iPhones and Samsungs. And the cool thing is, phones are a commodity. and the service of switching parts is also a commodity. But the way you treat people can be different, totally different from a different shop. At least in my case, when I'm dealing with people and customers, I always make sure I'm giving them the best service that I can, the best guarantees, the best feeling they can get when we say goodbye, so I can be sure that they not only will they come back to me when they have a problem with their phone or they want a new phone, they will also tell their friends and family about me because I treat them so well. Treat it like a family-owned business, something that is like homemade almost, because you can give it your touch, and if you have an actual brand, people will come to you instead of another shop that's maybe closer to them, because you treat them with respect and you go over the top and try to make them feel welcome in your business. Now the cool thing is, after you start scaling your phone repair business, maybe you can hire a couple of people so you don't have to do the repair yourself, and you can teach them. And also after that, if you're making enough profit, you can consider opening up a shop, or even if you don't want to open up a shop, you can have an online store where people start coming to you, and you can start to run advertising on different platforms, maybe reaching a specific target audience, maybe the older people or a younger audience, wherever you live. If you live in a college near a college campus, you can start targeting younger people so they'll come to you. And also you can go into other things. You can sell new phones, used phones, you can sell phone cases, phone accessories. All of the things you can sell them through your brand. And the most important thing is to acquire customers, not just because of the product itself. So they need a new phone, okay, let me just go to this store and buy this phone and it's your store. No, they will come to you because of other things as well. The way you treat your customers, the word of mouth of their friends and family, the way your store is presented, the way you conduct business in a very safe and a very trustful way. You don't scam people. And also beyond that, instead of just focusing on your local market, you can start going in the larger audience. So instead of just going local in your town, you can start going to other towns and maybe opening up shops there. Or you can just go through online. You can start selling on eBay, you can have your own website, you can have warranties. There's tons of things you can expand to. And the great thing is about phone flipping is that even though there will be probably a recession in the next years, phones will still be there. People will still be buying phones. And if you try to build a business around great qualities, then it will stick around after the recession. And the shops that don't really care about their customers, they're just looking for a quick buck, well, they will perish. Their market share will come to you, and you'll own most of the market share in your town and maybe even further. And the cool thing about business, phone flipping and phone fixing is that although it's in a specific niche, you can actually expand to many ways. You can start coming up with ideas of, for example, recurring income, where people pay you monthly for something, so you get steady income every month, plus all the sales you get and all the phone fixings you get. And also you can start maybe franchising your brand. Instead of taking care of all the shops, you give ownership to other people and they open up shops in their own places. But this is only doable if you have an actual company strategy and you have something that is different from the rest of the stores, not just a regular store. Anyways, I hope this video helped you out in learning about this new way of making business and learning this new skill that can actually be even very good for yourself. If you have an iPhone or Samsung, you can just fix your own phone instead of going to a shop, and it's much cheaper. But you can also make a lot of money with this if you do it the right way, and you start acquiring customers first through your friends and family, and then going out and getting new customers through Facebook or through local advertising, pamphlets, whatever you want to do. Anyways, I hope this helped, and if you have any comments or questions, please leave them in the comments below so we can have a conversation over there. And if you like this type of content, please leave a like and subscribe, because we post videos every day about phone flipping, business, and entrepreneurship. And until next time, peace.